Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into epic battles, iconic heroes, and legendary stories, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into 8 things that make DC better than Marvel, and trust me, some of these might surprise you. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment with your thoughts or your favorite DC moment, and subscribe to stay up to date with all our superhero content. Let's get into it. DC created the superhero genre. Long before Stan Lee even imagined what a superhero could be, DC Comics, then known as National Allied Publications, introduced the world to the first major comic book hero with superpowers. This character became the blueprint for countless others who would later follow similar paths. He shaped an entire industry, and for decades, was the most influential figure in comics, consistently selling over 1 million copies monthly. His presence alone legitimized the superhero concept and brought it into the mainstream. What made this even more special was that the character came from the minds of 2 shy, nerdy young men, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. Through their creation, they poured their personal struggles and dreams into someone larger than life. Their alter ego, Superman, became a symbol for millions who saw themselves in Clark Kent. This deep connection sparked a cultural movement that still resonates today. DC didn't just publish comics, they invented a genre. DC isn't tied down by continuity. Comic book fans know that DC's mythology has always been full of contradictions, with characters and events that don't always match up perfectly. Over the years, these inconsistencies even led to full reboots meant to realign everything. But instead of being a weakness, this flexibility is one of DC's greatest strengths. The company has never hesitated to publish a great story, even if it clashes with existing canon. Creativity and storytelling have always come first. This approach has allowed DC to explore multiple interpretations of its characters without being limited by a single timeline. Just look at how many different origin stories exist for Batman, or the various ways Robin has entered the picture. Even the Justice League's formation has changed over time. By not being overly strict with continuity, DC gives its writers freedom to experiment and reimagine without fear of contradiction. DC embraces the legacy of sidekicks. In the world of comics, sidekicks have become an essential part of DC's identity. From Robin to Kid Flash, the publisher has built a rich legacy by introducing strong supporting characters who grow alongside their mentors. These young heroes didn't just stay in the shadows. Many became icons in their own right. Their popularity led to the creation of full teams like the Teen Titans and the animated hit Young Justice, where these sidekicks stepped into the spotlight. Marvel, on the other hand, has never fully embraced the sidekick dynamic. While they've made efforts with groups like the Young Avengers, their young heroes usually operate independently. The sense of mentorship and family that defines DC's partnerships is often missing. DC uses sidekicks not just as support, but as a foundation for legacy, growth, and emotional storytelling that spans generations. DC explores magic in depth. Marvel is home to powerful sorcerers like Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, Magic, and even Storm, all of whom have showcased impressive mystical abilities. However, the magical side of the Marvel Universe often feels underdeveloped, both in the comics and on screen. It rarely dives deep into its magical lore, leaving many of its characters' mystical origins or traditions loosely defined. In contrast, DC offers a wide range of magical styles and systems that feel more grounded and diverse. Thanks to writers like Alan Moore, DC's magical universe expanded with rich, layered storytelling that explored the occult in thoughtful ways. Titles like Swamp Thing, Books of Magic, and Justice League Dark introduced deep, almost academic explorations of magical principles. These stories went beyond spells and battles, tapping into mythology, symbolism, and even real-world magical philosophies. DC's commitment to this genre makes its universe feel deeper and more mysterious. DC perfected the multiverse concept. Pop culture has fully embraced the multiverse concept, with movies like Everything Everywhere All at Once and Multiverse of Madness diving into alternate realities. Yet no one handles the multiverse quite like DC Comics. They were pioneers in using this narrative tool, not just for spectacle, but to build meaningful stories. Their use of multiple timelines and versions of characters feels purposeful and well-structured. DC first introduced the multiverse in 1961 with Flash of Two Worlds, where Barry Allen met Jay Garrick. That single story laid the groundwork for major events like Crisis on Infinite Earths and Flashpoint. These arcs didn't just shuffle characters around, they reshaped the universe with emotional stakes and lasting consequences. DC's multiverse isn't a gimmick. It's part of its storytelling DNA. DC leads with its adult imprint. DC is often labeled as the darker and more mature publisher, but longtime readers know both DC and Marvel explore a wide range of tones. While each is fun, lighthearted adventures and deep, complex arcs, DC pulls ahead thanks to one key element: its adult imprint, Vertigo. This label allowed the company to explore themes beyond traditional superhero stories with complete creative freedom. Launched in 1993, Vertigo became a space for groundbreaking titles that pushed the boundaries of what comics could be. It delivered classics like Sandman, Watchmen, and Swamp Thing, which blended philosophy, horror, and social commentary in bold ways. These stories elevated the medium, earning respect not just as comics, but as serious literature. Through Vertigo, DC gave voice to bold storytelling that shaped an entire generation. DC built a strong legacy. When we think of superheroes, certain names instantly come to mind: Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. These icons became more than just characters, they evolved into lasting legacies that shaped the foundation of DC's universe. From multiple Robins to the son of Superman and Lois Lane, and the entire Amazonian culture, DC consistently embraced the idea of passing the torch. Legacy became a natural part of its storytelling tradition. Marvel has only recently started to explore this approach with characters like Miles Morales, Kamala Khan, and Riri Williams. While these new heroes are excellent additions, the concept of legacy is something DC established decades ago. They created generational storytelling where mantles could be inherited, honored, and evolved over time. That depth of continuity is part of what sets DC apart. DC dominates in animation. Shows like Static Shock, Young Justice, and Justice League Unlimited introduced an entire generation to the DC universe. These animated series didn't just entertain, they expanded the lore, deepened character arcs, and respected the source material. While Marvel has had standout animated hits like X-Men, Evolution, DC stands out for the sheer variety and consistency of its animated storytelling across decades. Animation remains a major focus for DC, even as trends evolve. Newer hits like Harley Quinn and the upcoming Creature Commandos show the studio's ongoing commitment to bold, creative projects. Whether it's adapting classic comic arcs or exploring lesser-known themes, DC's animated work continues to set a high standard and keep fans engaged across all ages. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this look at the 8 things that make DC better than Marvel. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more awesome content. Your support means a lot. See you next time.